So Taylor's at the beach with her friends, so no moderator.
Okay.
I know. I see you guys. I see you. I know. Hey, Dana, how are you? Just getting everything ready on your live was paused. So I could resume the live now. Let's try that. I've never done that before. How's everyone doing? I'm just going to go live on TikTok now. Let's resume, see what happens.
Work.
All right, Chris is not allowed to touch this, Donna. So
Chris,
I'm taking over.
To it.
I'm taking over, so we're good now.
Was not Chris.
How is everyone doing? Restart.
Don't blame the chick.
John took over, so we're good now. And there's 666 people watching on TikTok. That's bad. That's got to be something bad about that. Oh, no. There we go. Good evening, everyone. We are live from the Creeper Gallery. Finally, 129 South Main Street, New Hope, Pennsylvania. If you guys haven't been here, you should definitely come check it out in person. The videos do not do it justice at all. We just kind of give you an overview of the shop. This is actually the front of the shop when you come in. And these are Donna Marion, the owner. Most of what you see here is Donna's creations, and very, very talented. Lots of cool and creepy stuff in this entire building. And again, this is what you see when you walk in. This is kind of the gallery part of it. So this is what you see when you walk in. Then you kind of, there's the front door right there. Then you go this way and there's more stuff. As you can see in the cabinets, more stuff. We're not letting that one touch it again. She's gonna have to wait over there. More stuff over here. We got the goat person. John doesn't like taxidermy. And then we have the Wall of Fame, which looky there. Look who's on the Wall of Fame now. Who's that guy? And then we come this way. I particularly like Donna's Halloween creations there, the pumpkins. I think they look really,
Those
really
guys
cool.
over there look awesome.
Really, really cool.
Right? She got a guy back there.
So then we move this way. And there's more stuff. You come down this little corridor here. More stuff here. Again, we're at the Creeper Gallery, 129 South Main Street, New Hope, Pennsylvania. And there is the Red Room. There was the Red Room. Okay, you can still see it.
All right.
I'm dealing with a gremlin tonight, people. I'm trying. But there is a gremlin in the building. There is the Red Room, haunted items. Enter at your own risk. And when you turn this way, people were asking last time about all the crosses and why they're there. It really is just Donna decorating, and I think it looks awesome that she did that. So you have all the crosses on the wall there, and this is, of course, where we set up.
And it makes me feel better because the dark room with all the darker stuff is right there. So this is the protection wall. And that is the evil room.
Okay. And then we have more haunted objects all around us in the cases. So if you were to come to the Creeper Gallery, this is the Red Room. Again, it's dark. Can't really show you everything. We just kind of give you an overview because, again, we have to shut off all the lights when we start. So this is the entire Red Room. Haunted objects, top to bottom. Like I said, whatever I'm showing you will not do it justice. I feel like singing. These are a few of my favorite things because there are a lot of things that I like here. This is what happened here live. Restricted for some audiences. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but gotcha. This is the objects deemed dangerous room. This is the really bad stuff. We don't usually do a lot of these. We have investigated a lot of them, but we haven't done any in a while. There's, remember that guy from last week? And the mannequin we have in the back room there. So we have everything set up. Again, for those of you who haven't watched us before, we are New Jersey Paranormal. We are the exclusive group that comes in here and investigates all of the objects here at the Creeper Gallery, again, located at 129 South Main Street in New Hope, Pennsylvania. And we use a lot of different methods, a lot of different gadgets, and we'll explain them as we go. And we try to communicate and interact with whoever we can, just to, again, see if there really is an attachment, to see if we can communicate with them and find out more information.
Are we gonna leave the little red lights on?
I do need the lighting over here. So Chris is going to start, because we're starting with the objects that are going to be part of the auction. So, whoa, that was
shut this light off. Give me a minute.
So, hold on. Wait a minute, something's happening already. I'm not
I
even
know
over
it's
there.
been happening
Hold on.
while you were talking. I just stayed quiet.
Hello there. Yes, I know you've been waiting your turn.
You missed it before when you were talking. That one went off, that one went off, and the one on the floor went off. And then the egg, no egg went off.
So show them.
All right, so
with this 9.
So here she is.
All right, let me get it. That's TikTok. There's the doll. There you go. On YouTube, Facebook. Okay.
You see her?
You see the doll? Get a good view. What do they call that? Sleepy doll? The one that has their eyes open and closed? Isn't that what they're referred to as in some circles?
So,
yes, is the proper answer.
Haunted doll. Claims are this doll belonged to a child that died from the bubonic plague in Galveston in 1920. Crying can be heard in the vicinity of the doll. So, I'm actually, guys, going to take her out of the box. Okay.
I don't know if you probably hit that, but we're already getting the no egg is flashing.
The no egg happened last time too.
Okay.
I think this one's a little bit more.
Ow. Gotta get better lighting over there.
Can you hold her for a minute?
Oh boy. Okay.
While I move that box, because she's fragile.
I gotta get better lighting.
Yeah, I know. Here's a good light. If you need that one.
How am I supposed to?
I'll put the light on her if I can.
She wants me to hold her first, so I know if there's anything bad.
How's that?
All right. We'll see when she gets it set up. I mean, I need to get rid of that box.
I do. So a little girl.
This place is awesome, Steve Barry. Thank you for joining us, stranger.
This is like a coffin box that she's in. Do you notice that?
Where are you putting that?
Right here. It's more like a coffin box. Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm going to put that right there. Make it safe.
You gonna take the doll?
Yes, I am. I'm going to take her in just 1 minute. Okay, love. Come with me. Did her eyes open?
I didn't really keep an eye. I was trying to make sure I didn't drop her.
Can you see her eyes? I'm trying to see if you can see if her eyes open.
Yeah, they're open. Yeah, they look like they're open. She's got brown eyes. Okay. Yeah, she's got brown eyes.
She got wrinkling. Do you see the wrinkling around the face? Isn't that weird?
Can we start?
Yeah, I was just saying. It's uniquely different. Okay. So I'm going to set you up here, love. All right. Well, you can play with all the stuff. That was me. I hit those that are right behind her. Okay. I'll put some more stuff right by you. She seems to like these, so I'm going to put one up here by her. Got the yes and no dags down there. Candle. I'm gonna put a candle, and this will not burn you, love. This right here, all you have to do is touch it, and it will light. You can turn it on. I can't, but this will not burn you, all right? And then I'm gonna give you
I'm
these little
having
twinkly balls.
issues.
Do you
I'm
see?
having issues with
She
TikTok
likes
now.
these. See this?
I'm having issues with TikTok now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on tonight, man, but I am having technical issues galore. Hold on 1 minute, guys. I lost TikTok. What is going on?
Why does it keep playing music?
I don't know.
You all right?
Yeah, go ahead. Restart it. That's all I can do.
So I'm gonna see this little twinkly ball. If you just touch it, there's two behind you. There's one here, and it'll just light up. We have the yes and no, yellow egg, which just popped open. So we have a little yellow no egg. So if you want to answer questions, we can play games is what we can do. It'll be really fun. Then we have a blue egg that says yes. We got a bell if you want to ring the bell. Music box if you like music. Okay? And this is just for us to see if we can communicate with you. My name is Chris. Let me let that reset real quick. Okay. My name is Chris. This is John over there. She's like looking that way. Let me see if I can. That was me.
I
Okay.
turn the speaker on right here.
What's the matter?
I just need to turn this on.
You got enough light? Should put the other candle. I'm gonna put this candle down underneath too, okay? Maybe on the other side of you. The same thing.
What? You're sitting on that side, huh?
And this one, if you touch it, and I set it all the way back to a real low setting, you can shut this candle off. And if you notice, it can't burn you. See? It doesn't burn.
Shovel.
She had bubonic plague, so they probably had to.
Shovel. They
Yeah.
probably buried her.
So, like I said before, I really hate my back to that.
Is that the last thing you remember seeing? Your last memory is someone taking a shovel to your gravesite?
So, again, that's John who was speaking to you. I'm Chris. We have children. We've both had children. We understand what that means. I'm really sorry that you died young from a sickness. It's real quiet right now. I would like to try an EVP real quick.
I'd give it a shot for what it's worth.
To do it right out of the gate.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
So what I'm going to do, because I don't know your name, I can't hear you, I can't see you, and neither can John, is that we're going to try to ask you some questions, okay? Simple questions that maybe you can answer for us. Just say it. Even if we can't hear you, maybe this will pick you up, okay? Are you all right with that? And again, I know this seems overwhelming, but you've been here. You've watched us do this. You know this is the only way that we can try to communicate with you, okay? So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna just set this right here so you don't have to be afraid. And I'm gonna ask some questions and I'll point to you when I'm done. If you want to throw a few in there. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. First session with a little girl who died from bubonic plague. Could you please tell us your name? How old are you? Are there any games that you like to play? Was this your doll? Are you with your mommy and daddy now? Does this all look strange to you? Were you sick for a very long time? Who did you like to play with?
Are you back together with your mom and dad? Are you all together? Is there something that we could help you with? Did you have brothers and sisters? Yeah, to answer the person who said, seems like all EVPs have street noise. We're on a main street. There's no way around where we're located. We're on the main street of New Hope, which is a busy enough street with all the restaurants and shops, but there also are tenants upstairs. And we
So
have
you
to
have
kind
to
of
be very reasonable.
we have to pick
about-
our spots and see if we could really get anything viable. And the way you kind of know, even in a place that's, if you're trying, you either don't do it or you do it and you listen for something that's right next to the microphone, a whisper or a voice that's an answer to a question as opposed to just a random voice. But yeah, really difficult under these circumstances to do EVP for sure.
So
That's why we don't really do them here.
I need to ask you something. Is there any type of smell that's wafting back to you right now?
No, not at all.
Nothing. So you're not getting this overpowering smell of like soap, like a sweet, almost like
I do smell smoke. I do smell soap. Well, that was a mouthful.
So you get what I'm smelling then?
Yeah, I smell soap.
Well, every once in a while it comes a little bit stronger and it fades, then it comes a little stronger. So that might be her thing where she makes you smell things.
I don't know. I smell soap. Yeah.
Because it's tickling the nose and it's very mild. So maybe it was like water, like the.
You didn't turn on the trip.
What is that?
Toy. You didn't turn on the tripwires. I just noticed that.
Okay, so don't be afraid, but I'm going to come over there and I'm just going to turn on these lights. They're just going to be a pretty purple. And then if you touch them, they just change color. She just turned on the light. Great job. You just turned on that candle, didn't you? I don't have the ability to do that. That's done off of what? Electromagnetic, where we can't turn them on and turn them off and turn them on. And I have it on the very lowest setting.
Come over here.
I'm not coming over anywhere. John had his fill last week.
Find out where.
I had my fill last week.
There we go.
I am not coming over anywhere.
So
you can talk to Chris. She's a very nice person.
These are the lights behind you. You figured out the candle, which is great, and you can turn them on and off. But right behind you too is these purple little lights. If you touch them, they'll change colors. And I'm just going to sit over here so I don't intimidate you. Okay? Because according to the information is that you're a little girl. I don't know what age, but you're a little girl.
Oh,
Yes.
bam.
So you're
Hello.
acknowledging that, right? That you're a little girl? I love to hear little girls laughing.
Yeah, that's true, Celine. Oh, so true.
What?
She said all the females like John. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Especially the ones aren't
Silly.
Did it say silly?
the ones that have passed really like me.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this back. We're gonna see if we can hear your voice, okay? First session with a little. Hold on. Could please your
Bad,
name?
bad wire. There's another wire over there.
You got another wire?
Yeah, there's one over there on that side. See it by the other speaker. It's by the dark objects over there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that was the again when we the old
Oh, she
building
shut the light off. That is awesome.
we were able to do EVPs fairly routinely, but here's been a challenge
job.
again, and we don't hide that, and
Very,
we don't
very impressed with you.
we pick our spots and do the best we can, but we're looking for direct responses to questions, answers. Someone outside wouldn't be answering a question. So that's what we're kind of hoping for and looking for. But we do have to pick our spots.
And common sense has to go along with any type of investigation that you do. You have to rule out the natural factors, like the cars, people
Oh, you hear
outside.
people talking outside, you just throw it out.
You
You
know,
have to.
we immediately stop. We're done
Yeah, you have
because
to.
we know that it's contaminated. All right, we're ready?
Yeah, I hear them already.
First session with a little girl who died from bubonic plague. Could you please tell us your name?
Yeah, did you hear that? I hear them.
How old are you?
DD and Lewis.
Are there any games that you like to play? It's outside.
Yeah.
Was this your doll?
Must be my flashlight.
Are you with your mommy and daddy now?
I didn't realize you asked that question.
First session with a little who died from the. How old are you? After when they ask if you're with your mommy and daddy right now, there's something. Are there any games that you like to play? Was this your doll? I don't know what that is. Are you with your mommy and daddy now? that does it on, you gotta put a
Oh, yeah,
flashlight. You can't.
My name is Sean.
Can you please? First session, little girl. Games.
All right, when we get up to the one, you're gonna hear.
Was this your doll?
When it goes to Mommy and Daddy.
Are you with your mommy and daddy now? Your mommy and daddy now? Your mommy and daddy now?
I hear no.
Come inside.
I hear no, and what I think sounds like grave, but I'm not sure.
Does this all look strange to you?
It's a whisper. It sounds like either no way or no grave. Do you have no grave? You mentioned shovel before. What's the question?
You have to go back. Here, let me hold that. You play with it. Here.
I'm trying to get the question. What's the question?
Were you sick for a very long time?
I don't know what it says there either. She says my funeral? I hear my funeral. That's what I hear. I think I hear that.
Who did you like to play with?
Are you back together with your mom and dad? Are you all together? I don't know if she asked that. There's music and stuff. You're not gonna get anything out there. There's music. Someone's sitting right there. So what I suggest we do is
I want to do the Paratech real quick.
you can do that, and I'm going to do a Spirit Box EVP session where instead of doing EVP with a recorder, I use the Spirit Box, and then I'm going to turn the Spirit Box on.
I do think we heard you, but you were very, very low. So some of the things were really hard to make out, and that's okay. So we have another piece of equipment or this little box. Let's just say this little box. And when I turn it on, if you say something, you can say sentences, you can say words, whatever. If I ask you something, you can actually just say it and this box will use your energy, okay?
And you could touch anything on that table. Those things light up like a rainbow. There's Easter eggs that have words on them, yes and no. Everything just twinkles and lights up, and nothing there will hurt you. I promise you.
It's all games. It's all fun and games. That's all it is, okay? So let me turn this on. See? It just says things. It doesn't hurt. So were you trying to tell John about your funeral?
Help me.
Oh my God.
What do you want John to help you with? What do you need?
I asked her what she needed, if there was
Yeah.
anything we could help her with.
We can do whatever you need us to do. What would you like us to do for you? Do you want to play a game? Is there something you'd like to say to us? You can say it right now, and this thing will let us hear you. I love this place.
Okay, well, that's different. Maybe because you're surrounded by others that are kind of
You're connected now, right?
other spirits that are around here. Maybe
You're not-
some nice ones. There are some other children here that I've heard.
You're not so alone, right? Is that why? Is that why you love it here? Is because you're not alone? Oh, stay away from there.
So if you can make those lights behind you just by touching them and moving, that's all you need to do. Nothing will hurt you or burn you, I promise. You asked for help. By help, would you like do you have a religion? Would you like some kind of like a priest or someone, a reverend or pastor, something like? Would you like someone like that to come in and say a prayer to try to help you?
Could you light something up on that table, even in your lap or behind you or below, that just, if you're just looking for a forever home? Would you be okay if we found you a home where you could go, where somebody would be respectful and love you and take care of you? The light just lit up.
Which one?
The light just lit up right next to her. The purple one went beep.
What did it?
So that's exactly what we do. We're here to to talk to you, to get to know you, and find out who would be the right person to be your forever home. So I'm gonna scoot over and I'm gonna let John come over and talk to you because John's fun. John's the one that's like a big kid that likes to play all these games. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna let him play a game with you, okay? All right.
Well, we were going to play a game, but
Well, they're games for children.
okay. I don't know her name, right?
No, there's no name.
Okay.
Just a little girl.
So here's what we're going to try. I'm going to actually try something again I tried last time with
She lit the light up.
okay, I'm going to move these for 1 second. I know it's going to get darker over there, but I'm going to do what I did the last time, and I may shut that light off too, just so it doesn't interfere. See this right here?
This one?
Yeah, this is a music box that I'm holding in my hand. They can't really see it, but I'll show them now. Shaped like a coffin, unfortunately.
They couldn't see because your light was blocking it. There you go.
But it is a music box. And when I turn it on, it has a sensor in the front that reacts to movement, just moving around, motion. So when I turn it on, you're going to hear music. Now you hear that? Now that music will continue to play. You can control it. You can make it play. See my hand? All I do is I put my hand in front of it. See how the music just keeps playing? All I do is block and I move my hand back and forth. Nothing, it's not magic. It just makes the music keep playing. And you can hear the whole song. I'm going to turn my light off. I'll even back away.
I meant it.
Okay. I'll back away a little tiny bit so I'm not crowding you. Now, all you need to do is move around by the doll or walk back and forth in that area or put your hand in front of it like I did, and you'll hear the song. Ding, 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 and you'll see the bright light light up. You can make it do that too. I'm not a magician. It's not magic. It will do it for you just like it did it for me. Could you please give that a try? Try the music box for me.
John's a really nice guy. You don't have to worry about him being a stranger.
I just want to show people this because last week when we did this with the mannequin display, whatever you want to call that thing, that was playing music and wouldn't stop.
No.
So I wanted to show them under the same conditions in the same building, pointing in the same direction. Nothing's happening.
Nothing.
So I mean, it does work, but unfortunately, she's not doing that. So I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna try something else. Okay. It's good to try.
And it's okay. You do whatever you're comfortable with. That's the whole point of this, of trying different things. It's what you're comfortable with and what you like.
So here's what I'm going to try. This is
Speak.
She just lit up the lights and said, speak.
okay.
Do you like to speak?
Here's what we're going to try. Something else. This is something a little strange and a little different. I don't know if radios.
It is, Charlene.
I don't know if radios were around.
1920.
You were. Is that when she died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a radio, and there's people out there that believe that we can communicate with the other side using radios. That you can. That you can, I'd be able to hear your voice through this box here. Okay. So just like we did before, we're just going to ask you questions and I'm going to run this box here and we see if we can hear you. Okay. I know it sounds strange, but this may help us. So I'm just listening for myself right now. There's nothing coming through at all. Okay, so we're going to try this. I'm hitting record. I'm putting it on top of the recorder. We would love to have your name or to hear your name to be able to add that to the information that we have that you heard us talking about. Anytime you want to chime in with your first name, we would love to hear that. They said that you were sick and you died from a sickness. Were you sick for a very long time? You asked for help before. You said, help me. Could you say help me again or tell us what you need help with? Or how we can help? My name is John. This is Chris. Could you say our names? Could you tell us how old you are now?
Ooh. Was that you that made us smell that soap
Move
smell?
over.
how far over you want me to move. Do I scare you? If you want me to back up or move over, you can say that out loud right now and I can hear you.
Tunnel.
Anything else you want to say before I shut this off and try something else?
Do you have a favorite flower?
I would be shocked if there was anything because I heard maybe one response.
So someone
maybe.
wanted to ask, where are we?
Oh.
Someone asked, where are we?
Okay, well,
We are at the Creeper Gallery at New Hope, Pennsylvania, and we're investigating haunted objects.
this object in particular
Thank you, Marie.
supposedly belonged to a
Kathy.
little girl who died from the bubonic plague, right?
Yes.
Am I right about that? All right,
Yep.
we're going to give it a listen back. I'm hitting record. I'm putting it on top of the recorder. I'm hitting record. I'm putting it on top of the recorder. I'm putting it on top of the recorder. Do you hear that? Get away from me. Top of the recorder. Get away from me. I'm putting it on top of the recorder. Get away from me. I'm hitting record. I'm putting it on top of the recorder.
Get away from me. Holy cow.
We would love to have your name or to hear your name to be able to add that to the information that we have that you heard us talking about. Anytime you want to chime in with your first name, we would love to hear that. They said that you were
What?
sick and you were sick. They said that they chime in your first name. We would love to hear that. They said that you. Am I crazy or did I hear something?
We heard something. Did we hear it live?
That we have.
That's not on the recorder?
Heard us talking about. Anytime you want to chime in with your first name, I heard.
I heard it too.
To hear that. I thought it said Jessica. That's what I thought I heard.
Am I dead?
Am I dead?
What?
What?
Right there. They said that you that
Jennifer?
They said that you that you were they said that you that you were
It's Jennifer.
they said that you that you were you might be right. That you were you might be right. They
It's
said
Jennifer.
that you that you were you guys hear
That
that?
yep.
You,
Everybody's saying Jennifer.
That you were sick and you died. How crazy is that? Sickness.
And she turned the light back on.
I got chills. For a very long time. I got goosebumps.
It got cold in here. Wow.
I got goosebumps.
Wow, Jennifer.
Look, my freaking hair is all standing up. You asked for help before.
Holy
You said,
cow.
"Help me."
Hey, Jennifer.
Could
And the
you
light lit up.
tell us what you
Sorry,
need
you a little
help
excited.
with? Or how we can help? My name is John. This is Chris. Could you say our names?
Oh, hello.
Could you tell us how old you are now? Could you tell us how old you are now? 27. Could you tell us how old you are now? 27. Could you tell us how old you are now? 27. Could you tell us how old you are now? 27.
27.
Could you tell us how old you are now? 27. Holy shit.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Holy shit. What old you are now? Wow, that is effing crazy.
Was that you that made us smell that soap?
I don't know how far over you want me to move. Do I scare you? If you want me to back up or move over, you can say that out loud right now and I can hear you.
Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Anything else you want to say before I shut this off and try something else?
Do you have a favorite flower?
All right,
Wowee,
Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. It's good to get a name and be able to speak to you and address you properly. Again, happy to meet you. My name is John. This is Chris. I know you said get that thing away from me, which I understand. These things are very strange.
That's intimidating.
To people who haven't seen them before. So, but you see that they can help us talk to you and hear you, which is the most important thing. So now, yes. So now we put the name Jennifer on that card with all that information. And you said you were 27. Now, again, according to that information, you passed as a little girl from a sickness, bubonic plague, from what I read. I'm not sure if that's, again, I don't know if any of that's real or not, but that's the information we were given. I think that's the research Donna has. Do you age in wherever we go next in the afterlife in heaven? Do you get older? Are you able to kind of pick an age that you want to be and stay that age? Is that something or do you get older in heaven in the afterlife? I can't hear you. So if you want to answer, the lights behind the doll or anything around here to show me. I want to try one more thing. Again,
On Ovilus, is there a man with me? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Vicky. John's the only person that's here with me.
I'm gonna try this one. I'm not sure if it's gonna work that great in this building either. So I'm gonna turn on this spirit box, which we should all be able to hear. Hello, is anybody here? Hello? Jennifer, could you speak to me? Try speaking through this, Jennifer, please.
It's okay, Jennifer.
This is something a little different. She said there is something. I'm not going to try to get closer. Try to talk through this box right here.
Oh, all the lights went.
Try to say one word, loud and clear. It sounded like she said, "Are we in heaven?" I got to go back and listen to that again. Can you talk to me, please? Can I put this up near the doll or no? I said the doll. Is it okay if I put this over there?
Does that scare you, Jennifer?
I won't get that close.
Because if I wasn't used to that, that would be scary to me too.
Let me just try to hear your voice. Try to speak out loud.
So you said you love here. Can you tell us why?
Yes.
Is it because there's other spirits here you can talk to?
Talk to us, Jennifer, please.
There's a lot of other gentle souls that are here. Yes, motherly types too.
So the lights.
You like the lights? I think those are.
Stupid.
I just called it stupid.
Oh, you think the lights are stupid?
Angry.
Okay. All right. I'll turn it off.
So that sounds annoying you, huh?
Okay.
That's
Don't
all
want-
right.
So I just want to show you one more time in case you want to do this, and then we're going to move on and we're going to speak to somebody else. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the music box back on. I'm going to show you something else that's kind of neat for you to try. See this box right here? Look at that.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
cool.
All the colors of the rainbow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this candle. I'm going to move this little twinkly light, and I'm going to put that. That wasn't me.
No, that was not you.
I'm going to put that.
So
right
maybe she
in
was
the
a little
box.
bit. Okay, I'm gonna hit the
Okay.
bell.
I see the bell. I'm going to put this little twinkly light right here. You have these. Say yes.
I love that. The purple lights above her just all went off
They
too.
say yes. They say no. See that when I touch them and I twinkle them? Then you have the bell.
Those
and you
those
have
colors will. It's
a
on the
music
sensor,
box.
so it'll shut off in a minute. There you go.
And I'm going to back away and I'm going to turn off this light and I'm going to put the music box on. So
You're gonna have
if
to
you
scoot more
were,
to your yeah.
if you were the only way that box lights up like the rainbow, all those cool colors, is if you take the hand like I just did and you just move around and it'll light up. I'm going to back away so that I cannot make that sensor go off. I'm going to turn that music box on. And I'm going to go all the way back here so I don't scare you. I'm going to turn off these two lights.
So it's just calibrating. There we go. They're all yours, Jennifer.
So we're going to put the doll back, Jennifer, in a minute. And then we're going to speak to somebody else. If you really do need help, a good way to do that is try to just make the lights behind the doll light up, or the one I put on the doll's lap, or the music box.
You're back.
They're back.
I'm kind of as far back as I'm going to get. I'll move further. That's here. I'm all the way back here by Chris. So I'm asking if you need help. Show me a sign if you need help.
Run now.
Run now.
Run now. I wonder if something happened.
Or maybe she's afraid we're gonna catch.
Oh, because she's sick? you think?
Yes.
Restless.
Restless. See, I don't think she's at peace. I'm getting that feeling.
Are there two spirits attached to this doll? If there are two within this vessel, could you light something up for me, please?
I don't get the feeling she's at peace. Okay, so we're going to stop doing what we're doing because I get the feeling that you are getting restless and anxious about what we're doing and what we're trying. But we did find out your name and we're very, very happy about that. So thank you, Jennifer, and 27 years old. I don't know how that factors into the afterlife and heaven and how all that
And
works. But
she gives off the smell of this soapy smell.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. We picked up on that. So thank you for that. That
So
might be
thank
one
you.
of your
We're going to
things.
put the doll back now, Jennifer,
You're
and I'm
welcome.
going to walk towards the doll and turn off the music box and take that other thing off of the doll. And then we're going to put you back and we're going to talk to somebody else. So thank you, though. And I do hope if it is help that you need, maybe next time we come back or.
So real quick, is it true that your dying was very painful, Jennifer? Or
I could
is
try the
this like,
spirit box EVP again and ask 3 more questions
I
with
kind of
those
think
questions.
it, and the lights just went, that would be kind of cool to ask.
Let me, I hate doing that after I told her.
I
not to do
know,
it, but
just a couple more questions, just to see.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. Let's see what we can do here. All right, remember the radio we just used? If you don't want me to use it again, anything, the bell you want to ring, everything that I saw the little light there. More of those lights, you can touch them and like kind of show us a light show.
So real quick, this was a really good point Kathy made, that during the bubonic plague and everything, sterilizing and cleaning and washing with soap a lot because of people getting sick. Maybe that's
she said stay back.
Yeah, so maybe the soap thing had to do what she was smelling.
And being restless from being sick, and I mean, I'm sure there.
It's a great point.
She was probably bedridden, and
oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna try this one more time, Jennifer. Okay, I'm hitting the.
Just makes me wonder if her family would died from it too.
I'm hitting the sweep button. Okay, I'm hitting. I can see it. The record button. Putting it back on. I am going to get a little closer. Jennifer, what were the questions that you were saying?
That dying of did she suffer? Was extremely painful when she was ill? And then did the soap come from the people around her washing all the time from, trying to starve off the sickness?
Were you trying to warn us and protect us when you said stay back, because you do believe that you still carry this illness? Do you still believe you're sick? Jennifer, could you please, if you say one thing, please say your last name. Try really hard to say your last name, please. Your last name is. Anything else you ask for help? Can we do anything at all to help you? Do you need help? I think there was one. I'm not sure what it was, but I think there was one. I'm going to turn on these lights.
You think you got a response?
I think. I'm not sure. Again, I hear like faint stuff. Is this still on?
Hi, Nicole.
Alrighty. Record button. Putting it back on. I am going to get a little closer. Record button. Putting it back on. I am going to get a little closer. Jennifer, what were the questions that you were saying?
Did dying of did she suffer? Was extremely painful when she was ill. And when she was ill. And then,
I'm
I
dying?
don't know what to say.
It sounds like I'm dying. It sounds like I'm dying from over here.
Oh, no, did you just? Oh, no,
That's what they hear
so-
too. I'm dying.
I don't know. Trying to start off the sickness.
Were you trying to warn us and protect us when you said stay back because you do believe that you still carry this illness? Do you still believe you're sick?
The bell.
Jennifer, could you please, if you say one thing, please say your last name. Please, if you say one thing, please say your last name. Please say your last name. Please say your last name. Stop working. Please say your last name. Try really hard to say. Try really. There's a female voice in between. Sounds like she says, "I'm here now." Hear it? Oh, I can hear you. I hear you. Hear it? I hear you. You hear it?
It's breathy.
It's not like that at all. She goes, "I hear you." Right there.
Yep. I hear you.
I hear you. Really hard to say your last name, please. Your last name is. Where's my something? Where's my something?
Where's my fortune?
Where's my something?
It's not my fortune.
I don't know what that last word is. Anything else you ask for help? Can we do anything at all to help you? Do you need help? Okay. I don't know if we give Estee a shot with this or not. That's up to you if you're going to do it.
To what?
Estee with this one, but probably should move on to
No,
that.
I think we need to move on.
Okay.
So if you want to grab this, I'll put her back in her.
All right. So I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to get this box off of you so that doesn't bother you anymore. All right, Jennifer. That was as good as it gets without the ability to do real clean EVPs. That wasn't bad.
Thank you for. I'm going to put you back in here so you can lay down and be secure. Okay.
Yes, you hear the marching. Not all of them are fun and
Some are sad.
lighthearted and some of them are real sad stories of people that passed too young or in a bad way.
Doll.
Well, and look, the domes are going off now that you removed it.
She reacts to the domes.
They're going off now that you removed her. That's kind of strange. Oh, and the lights just went crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna say goodnight.
And it feels
feel
cold.
bad that we leave you in here, right?
Feels cold too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. There you go. There you go. Now you can rest. Okay.
Now the bonnet. But I'm gonna need a light on. Yeah, this one is the second one that's going to be part of the auction on I don't know what date that is, September or something, 18th, I believe. Those lights there, those are triggered by Chris.
Which lights? The
The
ones
ones
right
on
in
the
that
floor,
center?
the box.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna shut it off.
that's a motion box. It's
Yeah, I'm
being
gonna shut
triggered.
it off.
It's being
Because that's
triggered.
motion on top. So I'm just gonna shut that off.
Well, I'm going to move it somewhere else. But we have a bonnet. For those
I don't like that one.
TikTok, there's your view of the bonnet, purple. You can see right there. It's on a creepy looking mannequin head, which they always are. There's the bonnet.
If I can.
You guys can see that. YouTube, Facebook as well. It's a bonnet. I could swear I just heard a voice in the room. I swear to God, I just heard somebody say something.
Well, I think there was a live voice when we were doing
I
the
thought I just heard someone do like a
plays.
or say something. All right. Do you need this?
All right, so I think you want me to start.
Man, this is your show.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just here for the ride.
Yakka.
I took the beating last week with the
Effie Gray.
creepy mannequin. What would you call the fabric, Chris? They want to know if it's satin. Is it felt? Velour?
The ties are satin ties, blue, dark blue, purple satin for the hooding, and then it's got a soft kind of ruffle. It's really beautifully done. Lace.
What would you say that fabric feels like, though?
Velvet.
Oh, velvet? Okay.
And that's me setting that off because I just rubbed the caused static. So, just so. Okay. So, Effie Gray. Hi, Effie Gray. May 1828 to December 23rd, 1897. So that puts her what age bracket?
Oh, wow. So she is way back. Okay.
Was a Scottish artist, model, and writer who was married to pre-Raphaelite painter John Everett Millais. She had previously married the art critic John Ruskin, but she left him with the marriage never having been consummated, and it was subsequently annulled. This famous Victorian love triangle has been dramatized in plays, films, and an opera.
So she married the guy, never consummated the marriage, so it was annulled.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And
this was in
during
the
this time
mid-
period, that meant the king had to do it.
This is the mid to 1800s?
This is from 1828 to 1897.
Okay. Wow.
It goes on to a long history about family. She started to be known as, though she was given the pet name Femi by her parents as a child, she started to be known as Effie by the time she was a teenager.
Effie.
Her sisters Sophie and Alice often modeled for John Everett Millais, who turned out to be her second husband. So this just goes on to the story of all that stuff, and we don't want to get into it because we want to see if some of this stuff comes out organically.
This is Michelle Wires.
No.
That's the
No,
research.
This is who this is.
That's the research. Okay.
That's the research. Do you want me to read, Michelle?
So her name is, she was known as Effie. That's
Effie.
what people refer to her
Femi.
as.
Or Femi. But her name was Euphemia
Let's stick with Femi.
Chalmers Millais, or Lady Millais.
Let's stick with Effie.
Neg or Gray. All right, so. Dun, 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 dun. So you were in productions and stuff. There's stuff that's all over here, so we'll just go from that.
So
Artist model.
what's strange to me already is there like a time period where marriage needs to be consummated before, like they have consummated it over like 10 years if it took that long? Do they give you like a time period to say consummated by
so
a month or?
back in those days when you got married, the marriage needed to be consummated.
Right after you
like-
got married.
Give it back.
Okay. And the
If
cat
it
ball's going off.
wasn't,
You
had
guys
to
see the
pet-
cat balls?
You had to petition the king to annul the marriage because there was land. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's involved.
She's
with it.
figuring that stuff out because she reacted to all that
She
stuff.
did. So,
I'm sorry, I'm ignorant of this whole thing, Effie. I'm
Effie?
not sure how any of this works.
Yes, please. First of all, your bonnet is absolutely stunning. I see that there's a painting of you here, which you said you felt that your portrait made you feel like you are a graceful doll. That's a very unusual statement, a graceful doll. So you liked being compared to a graceful doll? Isn't that a strange, like,
It's strange to me that again the consummation thing is nuts to me because it just
Different
takes
times,
it
women
takes
were
one bad
property.
night for you to get
women were
annulled.
property back then?
No, I'm just saying.
So it's different. It's a whole different. It goes
Do
on.
they have a picture of the painting?
Yeah.
They're asking to see it. Now you got the light right on it.
That better? Oh, she was an artist herself and a model.
Oh, Donna says she thinks her first husband was gay, and that's why
She thinks, or she knows, or
she just said she thinks.
so they married to cover, and then she ended up.
I mean, she may have loved him and thought, you know, but it turns out he.
Oh, this is her middle aged. This is her when she was older.
That light, you got it, you know, really bad. There you go. Okay. I don't know. All right. Well,
Striking woman, striking lady, Lady Gray, or Lady, yeah, Lady. If I'm saying it right, Malaise, or Lady Gray, Effie Gray. That was probably your.
so let
occupation.
us introduce ourselves, Effie. Now that we know you and we're
My
familiar
name
with
is
you.
John. My name is Chris. This is John. We mean you no harm. You were here. You listened to us before. I think you pretty much have gotten the idea how this works. We are just going to try to communicate with you. John and I do not have the ability to see and hear you ourselves. So we use all these different things that light up or make sounds, make music, which, yeah, just like that, that lights up purple in different colors. You have the candle next to you that I can't do it. She touched that. You notice that? I didn't even touch that. She hit the cat ball. Okay, so you know about the cat ball. But do you know that this right here next to you lights up? See this one down below me is lighting up? The one right next to you does the same thing.
So again, none of this is witchcraft, magic.
None of it.
This is modern technology, believe it or not. We're in the year 2024.
She's getting it. You see that?
Yeah, we're in the year 2024, and this is modern technology. None of this stuff will hurt. There you go. None of this stuff will hurt you. It doesn't hurt us. We use it to communicate and interact with you, and that's it.
So, Effie, I'm not going to touch your bonnet because on your bonnet is a little twinkle ball that just lights up pretty colors. So there's one right down here. And I think I set that one off when I tapped this one. Although I don't know why the yes egg went off, but okay. So there's a blue egg that says yes. And you're an artist and an author. So you're a very intelligent woman. And this is the no egg. If you tap that, and look at this, we have, if you want to ring the bell, or if you just want this to light up the pretty colors. And the wall behind you too, okay? So now I'm going to move away from you so I don't trigger off anything. So you're all on your own. This is where I do feel my body's old. That's it. Effie, that's perfect. Perfect.
Before you did that, there was another voice in the room that I
No.
heard.
Really?
Yeah. Did you guys hear that as she was crawling back? There was a breath or a voice.
So was this your entertaining bonnet? Like when you would go out and you were going out for entertainment or whatever, was this like your special bonnet, your event bonnet, or was this just an everyday bonnet? If this was something that you wore special, could you light something up for me? Anything at all that's near you, Effie, just to help me understand what this bonnet meant to you. It's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. You ought to see the ruffle work that's on the edging. It's absolutely stunning. They don't make stuff like this anymore, Effie. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's well taken care of, and it's in beautiful condition. I actually would.
I mean, as old as it is too. I mean, my God.
The what?
As old as it
I
is
know,
too.
it's like it was well loved and taken care
Yeah,
of.
I mean-
And not, like, that's why I think it might have
If it
been
was this,
special.
was that handed down through the generations of your family? Do you know? Was that passed down? Did that stay in your family for years and years and years? Do you have any knowledge of that? Again, a good way to interact is just release your energy from the bonnet or just move around in that area.
She had 8 children.
8 children. So the second marriage was obviously the,
Very productive marriage.
yeah.
John Ruskin. He was from 1888 to 1896. So you lived an extra year past your husband. So obviously this was a love match.
So the first marriage was the unconsummated one where they believe he may have
Yes.
He may have been gay. I wonder how old she was when that marriage took place. Again, good that it was annulled because obviously she met another man that she loved and had 8 children, right? That was,
Oh, you're from Scotland.
I don't know if that's a Scottish accent, but it's close.
That's pretty cool. I'm trying to see if it's like, so this is kind of important. Between 1842 and 1844, she attended Avon Bank School run by Mrs. Byerley near Stratford-on-Avon, Warwickshire, England.
Ooh.
Partly as her parents wanted her to lose her Scottish accent. She was an audacious student at Avon Bank,
Whoa.
winning prizes in every year, but was taken out of school to be a support to her mother when her siblings died of scarlet fever. I'm so sorry.
So Dan says they met when Effie was 12 and Ruskin was 21. Married when she was 18, married for 5 years. That's the first marriage where it wasn't consummated? Really?
Oh, back then to be.
Well, that's a lot. Yeah, I guess after 5 years, you kind of, her family was less wealthy than his. So, yeah, 5 years, I'd say, yeah, there's a good shot that it's not going to happen if it doesn't happen in 5 years.
To a Scotland lawyer and
Just a hunch.
businessman, George Gray, and Sophia Margaret, daughter of Andrew Jamieson, sheriff substitute of Fife.
So again, I wonder, just for my own curiosity, and anybody out there knows this. So after those 5 years, can she apply for an annulment just based on the fact that they haven't been intimate? And
yes, you can apply for it.
Okay.
But it's a big
so
process.
I guess you go to
Very
church
big
and
process.
stuff for that, or
You have to go to
the
the king.
local.
The king.
Yeah.
The
Well,
king has to grant it.
I don't know.
All right, so Effie, what we're gonna try because it's quiet right now is that you seem
It's
to
not
be a
that
really,
quiet.
huh?
It's not that quiet. You give it a shot, but
I'm gonna try. We're just gonna see how far we can get. We're gonna ask you some questions
what about that, Jared?
and see if you can answer them for us, Effie. There's a lot of information here, but we'd rather get it from you because black and white is great for facts, but it doesn't give your personality and how you are, and that's something that we'd like to find out about you. Okay?
Dan said from what he read, Ruskin's the one who wanted out, which is surprising because he probably preferred the company of men and was living a lie, I would assume. Correct?
She was.
Okay. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know.
And she probably was.
And she was probably saying, look, I want to have
You
kids.
get married. You want.
Yeah, she was probably
The
like,
goal
hey,
for a woman back then, you had, if you didn't have
Yes.
a family or you didn't start having a family, there's something wrong with you. You got shunned by society. There was a lot.
Change.
Yeah. There was a
oh,
lot
shit,
of
you
things-
definitely want to change.
there was
I get
a
it.
lot of things
Hey,
in
believe
play.
me.
Women got judged very harshly.
Plus, again, the goal was to have children and a family,
Yeah.
and yes, change is definitely needed.
But
And
she was
happy to hear you got it, and you had 8 children.
But here's the other
That's
thing.
impressive.
She was an author.
Yeah.
That was also frowned upon, wasn't it, Effie, during those time periods? A woman writer. Oof. Okay, so I'm turning it on now. I'm actually going to put this by you, Effie. Okay. And then as soon as I put it on the table by you, I'm gonna move away from it. I'm gonna put that right there by your. That's me, guys. Okay.
Is the recorder on?
No.
What's her last name? Do you know? Can you pronounce it?
M-I-L-L-A-I-S. Malaise.
Malaise.
Lady
Okay.
Malaise. Her maiden name was Gray. I'm assuming she was known as Effie Gray as an artist. Her real name is Euphemia.
Yeah, I was just curious about the last name because again, we could try addressing her both ways as Miss Malaise. Malaise.
We're ready? Okay, Effie. First session with Effie's bonnet. Effie, what did you prefer to be called? Femi or Effie? It says here you are an artist. What type of things did you do as an artist? Were you a painter? Were you other form of art, an artist? What did you do? Why did your first marriage not work out, Effie? Did you know what you were getting into with your first husband? Were you upset when he wanted out?
Be quiet.
You remarried. What was the name of your second husband?
Guilty.
Were you happy? Did you marry John Ruskin because you both had same interests? We're gonna shut this down, Effie, because there's people upstairs making noise. Thank you. Let's see what we can get from this.
Since they started stomping is when
Yeah.
we heard "Be quiet," and the people on here are saying they They hear the voices in the distance. So I don't know if they're wearing headphones and they can hear it, but I definitely hear them stomping.
Yeah.
And you never know.
I'm going to give this to, because my hands, they jerk. So
I'm gonna have to turn that speaker up. Hit the plus sign a couple of times because I turned it down when I do the spirit box. All right.
First session with Effie's bonnet. Effie, what did you prefer to be called? Did you prefer? First session with Effie's bonnet. Effie, what did you prefer? Effie, what did you prefer? Effie, what did you prefer?
You hear it?
it says Effie.
Effie, what did you prefer?
Right after you say it, and the couple phone.
Effie, what did you
Okay.
prefer to be called? What did Effie, what did you prefer
That's
to be
it.
called?
Right after you say
Femi
it.
or Effie?
It's like she knew the question.
Wait.
Did you prefer to be called Femi or Effie?
It's not easy.
I did hear Effie again.
It said Effie again.
Yeah.
It says here you are an artist. What type of things did you do as an artist? Were you a painter? Were you other form of an artist? What did you do?
Rest.
Way too many voices. Did you say rest? Yeah, there's all kinds of talking out there. Yeah.
Why did your first marriage not work out, Effie?
There's a voice. Because
I heard he left.
he left.
I heard he left. He left.
Stop.
He left. Good call.
And the cat ball's going off back there. And she just said stop.
Did you know what you were getting into with your first husband?
Oh, my lights. Did he leave, Effie? Could you light that little twinkly light up
Were you
again?
upset when he wanted out?
Oh my
Oh!
God. Did you guys see that? So he left you. Gotcha. Thank
She
you.
was upset.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
He left you. Got it.
Sorry, Effie.
You remarried. What was the name of your second husband?
It was better he left her. She had a great marriage after that.
Guilty.
Were you happy?
There you go. Yeah, she's lighting it up. She had a great marriage after that. 8 kids. Best thing that happened to her was that guy leaving her.
Oh!
Did you marry John Ruskin because you both had same interests? We're going to shut this down, Effie, because there's people.
Okay.
Effie, best thing that happened to you, that guy. I know it was 5 years. I know you were young. What they say, she met him when she was 12 and married him when she was 19 or whatever. And best thing ever happened to you. If you got 8 kids out of that, and a long marriage, then God bless. I mean, some things just aren't meant to be.
You
And
came out on Seasons when you were in society, when you were a teen. And then by the time you hit 18, 20, you were like, you're going to be put up on the shelf if you didn't get picked up on the
again,
marriage mark.
great for her. Like I said, 8 kids. I mean, wow. And she lived a long life, right? That was a picture of her in middle age.
She's 69.
Yeah, that's
right,
a long
Effie?
time for someone in the
8 beautiful
1800s.
children. I'm really sorry that you lost your siblings though to scarlet fever.
Oh, there we
Yeah, that's got to be really painful. That's because you didn't just lose one, you lost more, and I'm sorry for that. Very sorry. You want to try to communicate with her with the Este method?
I'm gonna give her the music box. See what she does with that. She seems to have an affinity for light, so I'm gonna.
So, Lady Malaise, John is a gentleman, so you do not have to worry.
That is not true.
Yes, you are.
That's me. I'm gonna give you another little tweak.
Well, he was guilty of leaving her, huh?
Sorry about that. Give you another tweak light there, and I'm gonna give you.
So I just did the
a very
introduction, so you may
magic-
speak to Mr. Ruggiero.
Look at this magic one. Look at that one. See? I know it seems like magic, but it really is. Just with a wave of my hand, I can make that go off. See that? I'm gonna try to get that right in here by your right over there too. You can see the cap ball there still, right? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a music box. Effie.
That'll shut off in a minute, Effie. Or Lady Malaise.
All right, so we have that. Yep, more lights. I know, more lights. I know they're strange to you because I'm sure you've never seen these before. But that one that I put underneath the chin of the mannequin, it will light up like you saw those different colors, like a rainbow. If you just wave your hand around it or near it, just like you do back there. And I'm going to turn on this music box. Watch this.
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
I'm right here.
We're not going to leave. Or maybe that's what she said to her first husband.
You hear that music? Again, it's going to seem like magic, but if I take my hand or if I move in front of the box, see the music and it keeps playing. The longer I move my hand or keep my hand there, see it? Kind of like magic, but not really magic. It'll work for you too if you do the same thing. So you can try to do the magic as well and make that music play just by standing in front of it or moving your hand and waving your hand in front of it. And it'll just play that music, play that song over and over and over and over. Could you please give that a try for me, Effie, if you don't mind? I got a feeling you're not digging that box up there. I'm going to take that out in a minute. Try to just step in front and just walk right in front of the bonnet and walk that way and come back and we'll hear the music.
Do you want us to address you as Lady Malaise?
I mean, she was responding to Effie when you were
I
talking
know.
to her.
If you would like us to call you Lady Malaise, just light up the lights behind you like you
I'm
did
gonna shut
before.
this off. And I'm going to take that block because I got a feeling you're going to go like that. I just got a vibe. So I'm just going to move this. It was worth a shot. I'm moving that so you get out of it. Again, you have to
All right,
balls
so
back
anything
there.
that just lit up now don't count. So after everything shuts off, if you want to address you as
Count.
Lady,
It don't count.
it don't count because we get bumped, all that stuff. So once that's off, if you could light something else up besides the candles, if you would like to be called Lady Malaise, if I'm saying that right. Is the title important to you?
So those little twinkly lights that you lit up when I was talking about, we were talking about your first husband, how he left you and how that was a good thing and that you had 8 kids and you got married again. And I'm assuming that, I'm assuming that marriage lasted for a while. we have those same little twinkly lights inside of this egg here that has the word yes written on it, and this egg that has the word no.
He passed a year before her.
What?
He passed away the year before
Oh.
her.
And the way it works is you tap it the same way you tap the twinkly light. You tap that one. That way you can answer, or you can ring the bell.
And he was the artist that painted her those paintings of her.
Okay. So what we'll try is something very unusual that we tried with the last person that we spoke with. I don't know if you were listening when we spoke to Jennifer and we found out her name. I'm going to try something that seems strange and unusual. This device is called a radio. It's actually a broken radio. People believe that spirits, those who passed, can cast their voice through this box right here. Kind of again like magic. It's not witchcraft. It's nothing evil. It's just for a way for us now in 2024 to try to hear your voice because we can't. So I'm going to try this. Try to speak out loud and answer as clearly as you can, and maybe we'll be able to hear you. I know that sounds really strange, but we'll try and we'll see if you're able to do it. Okay. All right. I'm hitting the record button. Effie, my name is John. It's a pleasure to meet you. We were reading about your life story. Really fascinating. The life that you led, the family that you had. Is there anything you want to share with us about what we were reading about you, about your life, your children, your husband? Anything you want to say about that? How many children did you have? Give me one of your children's names, first name. What would you like to see happen to this bonnet?
Are you afraid, Effie?
So we were talking about your first marriage and the fact that,
Oh,
I know it's a bad sore subject, and that he left you, and after 5 years, Ruskin, he was the one who requested the annulment. Anything you want to say about that? Were you with your second husband a really long time? Did that marriage last for many years? What was that husband's name? First name? I don't think I'm getting anything. Anything else you want to ask?
no. I really want to try
I don't really
the,
hear anything coming through.
yeah, I really like to try the Estee
We
method
can
with
do
her.
that with this one. I didn't hear a lot of. I don't think I'm going to get a lot from her from here.
I'll do the
because-
Estee method. You can ask
No,
the,
I'm just saying, me personally, I don't get like I'm going to get anything because, again, I'm from a different time. It's a different protocol, different etiquette, and I'm a loudmouth 2024 Jersey guy. So It's not the same, right? Right, Effie?
We will, DA.
Effie, my name is John. It's a pleasure to meet you. We were reading about your life story. Really fascinating. The life that you led, the family that you had. Is there anything you want to share with us about what we were reading about? Is there anything you want to share with us about what we were reading? You want to share with us about what we were reading? Is there anything you want to share with us about what we were reading? Anything you want to share with us about what we were reading? Or anything you want to share with us about what we were
Didn't
reading?
sound Scottish,
Want
does
to
it?
share with us about what we were reading about you, about your life, your children, your husband? Anything you want to say about that? How many children did you have? Give me one of your children's names, first name.
Good night, Susan. See, somebody said they heard a voice when that went by. Connie? Or something. What?
No.
That's what you heard.
Henri,
Asylum.
Asylum.
what would you
Oh.
like to see happen to this bonnet?
Are you afraid of? Are you afraid of? Are you afraid of? Are you afraid of?
It's a woman and a man are both talking.
Oh, and all the lights went off.
Are you afraid of?
She says, yeah, right, and then he says something.
Every time you play it back, those light up. Every time.
Are you afraid?
She says, yeah, right, and then he says,
Are you afraid?
that's all we'll be.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
What's he saying? That's
Are you afraid?
that's all we'll be. That's what it sounds like he's saying. So we were talking about your first marriage, and she says, "Yeah, right." Yeah, I know it's a bit sore subject. And then he left you, and after 5 years,
Surgeon.
Ruskin, he was the one who requested the annulment. Anything you want to say about that?
There's two.
Said there's two, and the light just went on.
Were you with your second husband a really long time? Did that marriage last for many years? What was that husband's name? First name? I don't think I'm getting anything. Anything else you want to ask?
No.
All right, so we'll set up for the essay.
Yeah, you asked the questions and
Bag.
Take the blindfold.
I'll let you ask the questions.
Get the headphones.
That was a good catch, DA. DA heard that live. She said that there was a voice when
Help me.
help me.
That's the second time you gotta help me.
Yeah,
And that's us right there.
yeah, yeah.
Mail.
Well, like crying because I said it cries all the time. I'm curious to see the names of the children. If one of those works, I didn't go through the names because I didn't want to be tainted. So one was John.
Are you gonna sit next to her like I did? Sure you are. There you go. Put it right there.
So let's see if we can find a name. She had 8 children together. Everett, George,
What do I do with it?
Effie, Mary, Alice, Joffrey.
Did you take it?
What?
The blindfold.
No,
What the hell did I just do with it?
I didn't touch anything. You had it in your hand?
I took it out of the zip thing. Oh, here it is.
So there was a Joffrey, John, Sophie, their youngest son, John, became a notable bird artist and gardener.
All
All right.
kids' names?
Yeah, they're all right here.
All right.
I didn't want to read them beforehand.
You want to read them?
No, I'm going to do the thing. Hey, Gainer.
Just gotta say hey before she puts the headphones on. All right, guys, you might want to prepare yourself for one final whoa before we end the night.
Why do you say that?
Because you've only done it like 7 times tonight.
Don't listen to him, Effie. I don't. I'm always being nice, okay? He's a good guy. He just doesn't know.
Oh, I need my flashlight.
Okay.
She didn't sit next to it. Hello, Effie. Again, my name is John. I don't know if you prefer to talk to Chris than me, but I'll give this a shot. I'm looking at names here: Everett, George, Effie, Mary, Alice, Jeffrey, John, Sophia. Are those the names of your children and your family members? Any of those names? Could you repeat?
Old woman, but I didn't hear what she said.
So, what was your husband's name? Effie, your second husband, the one you had 8 children with. What was his name?
Shh.
What could you tell me about your first marriage? To Ruskin. Anything you want to add to that story that you're willing to share? Was he a bad guy? Did he mistreat you? Was he just not who you thought he was? What could you tell me about Ruskin?
Yes.
Yeah. Was that yes, he was a bad guy? Your son Everett was born in 1856, George a year later, Effie a year after that. Wow. And then Mary, and then Alice, Jeffrey, John, Sophie, and another John. Wow. Were you planning on having that many children? You know that my name is John as well. Does that have any effect at all on why you're not answering?
Lady.
Okay, you're a lady. I understand. And like I said,
Uh,
I'm a stranger and I may not know the proper etiquette or protocol to speak to a lady from your
Hold.
yeah, I see the light. I may not have the proper etiquette, and I apologize for that.
It's impossible.
I get it because I'm from a different time. I don't know how to speak to a woman of the 1800s. I don't know what the proper etiquette is. So I'm doing the best I can here. Anything at all.
I think I need to switch with you.
Yeah, I think you need to
She
switch with me
doesn't
too.
want to talk to me.
Yeah, because I don't think she kind of reacted to me saying I don't know the proper etiquette.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm from this time and era. I don't know how to properly.
All I kept getting is shh. 3 times I shh.
Yeah, well, I am. Again, Kathy pointed out that both husbands' names were John. So let me be the vessel.
You be the vessel. And again, to be sent off to get rid of her accent. I hope she didn't lose it because that's pretty cool. Oh, my glasses are over there. I can't see diddly. No wonder I can't see the room. My
Watch your
glasses are over
language.
there. I said diddly.
Watch your language.
Thank you.
I just wanted to hear you say diddly.
Now I can see diddly.
Unlike other people, I like to sit as close as I can to the objects.
Oh, well, lovely for you.
That's me.
Yeah, he hit the.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Off with the diddly glasses. Okay. I hope again, Effie, that I'm just the vessel here. I'm just going to repeat whatever I hear you say. I'm not going to be any part of this questioning. I'm just going to listen to your voice and repeat whatever I hear.
He just bumped the table, guys. That's why you're seeing those lights go off. Okay, Effie.
Nobody understands.
I'm sure they don't. I can't even imagine trying to
I
understand
just heard I'm bored.
being married to the first marriage. Were you very angry at your first husband for doing what he did? It's okay to talk to me through John. I know it's improper to talk to men. I mean, I did introduce you. Would you prefer that he addresses you as Lady Melise? Melise? Did you enjoy painting? More importantly, you are an author. Very unheard of for that time period.
I could.
You could write?
Time.
Could you tell me what you like to write about as an author?
She said something like the solution. That's what she said. The solution.
Is that what you're doing? You were writing about?
That was a female too, very clear.
Writing about the things that were going on in your time period? The other thing I want to ask you is, how did you feel being sent off to school to lose your Scottish accent? Most people take pride in their heritage. Why did they want you to lose that?
Separate.
Was it to make you seem more educated? Can you tell me one of the name of your children, Effie?
Said something about the eyes.
Are you telling me that you were an author so that we could see things, understand things?
That was a male voice who definitely said something in another language. It was Solende, whatever that means.
So were you a well-rounded woman, Effie? mean, you had to have been highly intelligent to be an author. You were a painter, so you had great imagination. You took
Change.
change. Yeah, there had to being an author brought a lot of change. Did you have to go through the king to get an annulment from your first marriage, or did your first husband do that?
Lights.
I know you like the lights.
I want it.
Would you have stayed married to your first husband if he hadn't left you? Would you have regretted that
A
if
talent.
yes, I mean, I see that John Ruskin painted you many times over, and you really liked the one picture of yourself that he did, that you said that you look like that doll. That's an unusual comparison. Is that because you like dolls? He's putting that up by her. So, Effie, can you give me one of the names of your children? Do you know where you are right now, Effie?
No, you can't.
Why can't I? Do you know that women today can write and do anything that they want to do? That they don't.
What did she say? She said, I'm way behind you.
Yeah, back in your day, you were way behind us, but we could do things.
Free. It sounds like free religion.
We have freedom of religion now. We're not persecuted. We're not held to the standards that you were. A woman can do her own thing and not have to get married. We can choose to have children or not. We can own things. We're not owned or dictated by our husbands.
Oh no.
Why? Oh no. I mean, in your lifetime, if you didn't have a spouse, if you weren't married, then you were a failure, and society didn't accept that. But it's not that way today. Would you have wanted that for yourself? I read a lot about your time period. I'm so fascinated by the differences, and it's drastically different. I don't know if I could have survived in your time. So I'm going to ask you again.
She said
Effie.
something about
Oh.
college.
Yeah, we can go to college. Did you? I mean, you could go to school, but usually it was a finishing school, right?
I might have been like met in college.
So did you like modeling for the paintings that Ruskin did of you? Did you see where your some of your children followed in your footsteps?
Come closer.
Oh.
Contact.
I'm thinking she's asking John to touch the bonnet. Do you think we should get John to do that? Maybe I'll get John to put his hand on the bonnet. Give me a minute. Let me tap him. Yeah. Real quick. Don't stop it. I just need you to hear. The bell. I just need you to hear me.
Hear you.
All right. I need you to hear me. It wants you to touch the bonnet.
Why do you say that?
Because of that, she asked. And I said, is that what you, because it said touch it? And do you want him to touch the bonnet? Like it come closer? And the lights and everything lit up. So if you can put your hand on the bonnet, there is a cat ball on top. Let's see what happens if that makes a tighter connection.
Why not? It's only me, right?
Well, she's nice.
You want me to just touch it?
Just touch it while you're doing a session. Let's just see if that makes more of a connection to her. Okay, Effie, we're going to do it. Yes. Let's see what happens. I'm going to see what happens. Okay.
I don't want to knock it down. So
Just be gentle. Don't petting John. There he goes. Okay, he lit that stuff up. Okay, here we go. Okay, Effie. John has made a connection, uses energy, and speak to us. What would you like to say? Why was it important for John to touch the hat or come closer? Do you feel anything?
Welcome.
Welcome. Effie, were you happy? Was this your favorite hat?
We won't.
You won't what, Effie? It's okay, Effie. You can speak to us. Again, your bonnet is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Was this something you wore or you just saved? It's in pristine condition. Is this something that your children had? Did they pass down? Would you be okay if someone else wore it? Are you with your children and husband now?
Like you.
I like you too, Effie. I think you're a really good energy, Effie. I admire the fact that you are an author and a painter and that you survived going through an annulment to be married again and have 8 children. I know during that time period, it was very difficult. Besides an author,
Nothing.
Effie, did you come from money?
You know
I know your father was a lawyer. Can you tell me what one of your sons grew up to become? That's noise outside, guys. It's literally outside.
Sorry about that.
Let me go stop John because they're loud out there. So
I said, don't play with it. Please. And then I shut it off.
there you go.
I touched the ribbon and said, don't play with it. And then it said, please.
So it got really loud all of a sudden outside,
pretty
right
good.
behind you. Like there's a driveway that's over behind, and I think they were all coming through. So it was really loud.
No, but right at the very end.
And she said, "Don't touch
a
it.
man said,
Don't
play with
touch it.
And then he said, please.
You're
Just like
fondling."
that. It was a man, though. It wasn't a female.
He's asking you not to fondle his wife, maybe.
Don't play with it.
That's funny.
That was pretty funny.
So there's the bonnet. There's Effie.
Sorry, Effie. I tried my best, but
Yeah.
I had a feeling you weren't going to try to talk to me all that much either. So,
But that's okay because that was pretty amazing to begin with. I mean, you made it very clear. You're very, very, very emotional and upset about the first marriage, which we can totally understand. I mean,
bad point in her life.
I can. Anyone that's read about that time period and knows what women went through, that was a brutal time for you to go through that. So for that, I'm very sorry. But again, I will say the same thing that I said to you before. You are an amazingly resilient woman.
So she lived a good life.
She did.
8
To
kids.
go on and get married, have
1
8 children, and to be an author, a model, and a painter. Pretty amazing. Pretty
And you married
amazing.
2 Johns. What could be better than that?
A third John?
Yes. All right, guys. That's it. It's late. We got a lot to pack up. We got to get home. For those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook, we're going to have, I scheduled a live interview that I forgot with Gloria Whiteshort. I can't remember her last name, but it's all about, she does spirit communication through like smoke and all these different methods. So
something
We're gonna be
unique.
back on tomorrow night at 8 on YouTube and Facebook, interviewing Gloria about her different methods of spirit communication and interaction. TikTok, thanks for watching. Go on YouTube, watch some of our old videos if you want to see some of the old stuff, the old investigations that we've done. Everybody subscribe to YouTube, though, to get our numbers up. We're trying to get to 3,000. So come visit the Creeper Gallery, 129 South Main Street, New Hope, Pennsylvania. These videos, this time doesn't do it justice. You
No,
see 2 objects. There's literally 100 around us. So
I
try
say
to come
come and
visit.
meet these.
Beverly, Neil.
So get away and kneel. Maybe because you're
And
standing.
come meet Donna Marion, the one who's
And-
behind all of this.
And
as well.
again, how the spirits are interacting with us, they might interact differently with you. So you should come and see.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll
Good
see you
night,
soon.
everybody, and thank you.